From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Well, yesterday was definitely a hot start to the work week. We did get over 100 degrees for places like Redding, where we saw a high of 101 degrees. But today, we're dropping below 100. Today marks the beginning of the cooling trend, which will peak on Thursday. Possibility for some mountain thunderstorms. Now, I'm not expecting widespread, massive thunderstorms across the region. I'm just seeing more moisture in the atmosphere, and I'm seeing more instability in what we call convective showers and thunderstorms developing. So we're going to be on the lookout for that, really starting Wednesday through the rest of the week, and not to mention maybe even to the weekend. It's also warming up near the end of the week and into this weekend as well. So there's your fire potential. All of the yellow indicating that we are in the low risk. And essentially the reason why we're in the low risk is the winds have died down. Now still a little breezy in some spots, just not as bad as it has been. And the heat, well, you can see it's still diving down to the south. The peak of that cooling trend, as I mentioned, is on Thursday. But then by Friday through the weekend, some heat will expand into Southern California and of course expand into our region as well, giving us an increase in our temperatures to the point where I think some of the hottest locations in the valley will be 105, 106 over the weekend. Could be looking at heat advisory type criteria. But then going into next week, we're going to start to see that heat retreat back down to the south. And the cooler air is mainly up to our north. You see this little trough right here? That is coolish air moving in, allowing our temperatures to drop once again going through next week. Your hour by hour forecast for the valley today, yeah, no triple digits. Redding about 98 degrees, 96 for Red Bluff, Chico about 93 for that daytime high. And for the mountains, I think struggling to reach the 90s. Some of the warmer spots like Wairika, Etna, yeah, you could see some 90s. Otherwise, mainly upper 80s for most of us in the higher elevations. Now, the monsoon moisture is creeping its way in. We're beginning to notice some of those clouds move in here this afternoon, but the chances for thunderstorms will probably hold off until tomorrow and especially Thursday into Friday. Meanwhile, there's the colder air up to our north. That's going to help to keep our temperatures at bay and give us that bit of a drop in those temperatures. Here's Futurecast, and we actually haven't shown this to you in a while because we haven't really had any reason to, with no potential for thunderstorms. But here's today. You see how the clouds are moving in. We're seeing some of those clouds come into the valley as well. Then we go into Wednesday, and you can see Wednesday afternoon, not much activity popping up here, but I do want to mention that I am including a chance for showers and thunderstorms, especially in the eastern mountains here for your Wednesday. Now, Thursday, we're beginning to see them begin to pop up here. Now, most of them look to be in Modoc County eastward, nothing really for the eastern mountains, but I'm still including that chance for the eastern mountains. I'm including a chance out in Siskiyou County and maybe extreme northern Trinity County as well. And then looking at the long range, as we go into Friday, there's that chance for more showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. Nothing major entering the picture. We go into Saturday. We're seeing the clouds develop, but not much in the way of thunderstorms at this point. In fact, this particular model isn't showing any thunderstorms, but there may be a chance even going into the weekend. Look at this. By Monday, still more clouds. And Tuesday, more clouds as well, and maybe a pop-up here and there. So we're kind of getting to that point where once we get this monsoon moisture in and once we start to see these afternoon thunderstorms, we're going to be getting into a more of a pattern of off and on chances for afternoon convection or thunderstorms in the mountains. And that's something we have to continue to monitor here very closely. But today, I don't anticipate any thunderstorms, but I do anticipate cooler temperatures. It's the beginning of the cooling trend I was telling you about, even for the mountains. So we've got that slight chance on Wednesday. I have taken it out for Mount Shasta on Thursday, another chance on Friday. Now again, notice I don't have anything for the weekend. That may change though as we get closer to the weekend. No thunderstorms in the valley, but it's cooling off. We're down to the low to mid 90s by Thursday. That's the peak of the cooling trend. And then we begin to warm back up over the weekend, over 100 degrees by Saturday, Sunday, and it'll probably continue into early next week.